Today we're talking House of the Dragon Season 3 premiere. Welcome to Screens in Focus. I'm Diana and Sam is back. Hi Sam, how are you?
I am so good. How are you?
I'm great. I have been eagerly awaiting this conversation because man, that was a premiere. I mean, that felt like a finale, right? It
Yes.
was so eventful, which I
Mm.
love. I love when seasons start off this way. And so I'm going to get your take on the premiere, but I do want to say we got the Battle of the Gullet, dragons everywhere, chaos on land, on sea, an incredibly uncomfortable moment, which I still can't believe happened. And
Mm.
then Jace. The second Jace locked Rhaenyra in that room, I had a terrible feeling, and we are going to break it all down. We have a lot to talk about, Sam, but I first want to pose our question of the day to you and to everyone out there, and that is, would you rather be the ruler making the decisions or the heir expected to carry them out?
Hmm.
Now, the answer might feel easy or evident, but maybe it's not. And you
Mhm.
really have to think about that. And I think as we talk about this, we'll come to a conclusion because we are going to answer that later on. And we want all of you out there listening to think about that and answer it with us. Okay. Opening reactions, your first thoughts. How are you feeling about the premiere?
I knew that whatever was going to come after, like last year, was going to be epic, and this premiere somehow exceeded my expectations. There were so many battles, so many dragons, old and new, and there were a ton of new characters, and it felt huge from like the very first scene when we get to see Sheepstealer and Rhaena. And it's very clear also that the war is only going to not, I don't think it'll get any bigger, but I think it'll keep going. Um, and I really do wish that this could have been the last episode of last season because it was so good.
Yeah.
But I'm also happy that I got to see it now. So, like,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. Exactly.
What about you, though? Tell me your thoughts.
Oh my gosh, I was so giddy with excitement. I honestly, I was getting ready to sit on the couch and I was like, "Oh, I can't wait. We're going to watch this." I mean, really, I was seriously like that. Like, I thought to myself, I haven't been like this in a long time about a TV show, like a
Yeah.
long time. And so I was so excited. I just wanted more. And I was shocked at the end. Me and my husband, we sat there in silence, like we had to absorb what we just saw because it was so huge, especially for a first episode and the impact that that has. And so I just couldn't believe it. And so that was my initial reaction. But we do have to get into the Battle of the Gullet. I want to know what stood out to you.
Well, there were so many things I don't even like know where to begin. But one of the things that I noticed was how Corlys, when he's in the thick of it, he's using a Dothraki weapon, and I was like, oh my goodness, because it's really funny to see all of the like Dothraki things like pop up over in Westeros like long before we're ever introduced, in like
Yeah.
our regular timeline.
Yes.
Um, that just really like you hear Admiral Lohar, Captain Lohar, Commander Lohar, whatever the title is of Lohar, talk about like treasures and this and that. And I was like, what could he have? And then I realized he's been all over the world. So who knows what he has?
Yeah.
And speaking of Corlys, there were scenes between him and Alyn that like
Mm.
touched my heart. Kind of. You see Corlys really trying to. He says, "I'm never going to be able to make amends like fully, but I can try." Whenever he goes over, like whenever he's like tossed over the ship, Alan screams out "Father!" But
Yes.
I was like,
Yes.
"Oh, he says it!" Like I was excited because he's been kind of like really angry at him, rightfully so. This like it was nice to hear him call out for him like that.
Well, I thought it was interesting that Corliss even, I don't know, accountability or
Hmm.
to state, yeah, I'm your father. I can't remember if he said the exact words, but he basically said it. And I was like, oh, he's acknowledging. There we go. He acknowledged that he was his
Hmm.
son, which I
Yep.
thought was huge.
Yep. And I just feel
Very
bad
cool.
for him because, like, while he's fighting for his life, his fleet's getting destroyed, High Tide is burning, his family's taking the worst of it, I think. Like,
Oh,
he's lost his entire family,
yeah.
and that he's the only one. I mean, everyone else is losing people, but that I think just made the moments between him and Alyn like all the more sweeter because he does have some family left. It's his two sons. But one of the things that I thought was wild and like didn't it came out of left field was Lohar betraying Thailand. I mean, I guess she's a pirate, so like you don't really trust them too much, but like one minute she's fighting like with him and then she's making fun of him and then she's putting
I
Drift
was
Mark
happy with
ablaze.
it.
Oh
I
yeah,
mean,
like I was
yeah, yeah,
fine,
yeah,
but
yeah.
I was like, girl. But that like I don't know. I love that character and I'm so sad that they're gone. um, but I thought just the overall, just the battle itself, the mix of like the sea combat, the dragon combat, it's just incredible. Like we've seen some dragon battles before, but it, to choreograph all of that is
I know.
insane. It's beautiful. It's like just it was so chaotic. I didn't know who like I knew who to cheer for, but I couldn't tell whose boats were what. And
Right.
like I was like the triarchy, they have a lot more people than our people do
Yeah.
because I'm team
Hmm.
black. I wore black today.
Yes.
And I was like, what's gonna happen? Forgetting that we had dragons. So as soon as the dragons came out, it changed the scale of everything, and like it shifted.
When she brought out the, I don't
the
know.
the
Yeah.
grappler or something she called
Yeah.
it. Yeah, yeah.
When she brought that, I'm like, no, because I'm thinking, yes, we have the dragons, and then it's like, oh
Mhm.
no, and
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 like,
oh god,
go
that
ahead.
was heartbreaking with when they shot what's his name,
It's Vermax.
Vermax, when they shot
Mhm.
Vermax. My gosh, the sound, I know, and it wasn't once, it was twice. So
That
yeah,
well, I will say that the Admiral Lohar is like a hell of a shot because like first try, that's amazing. I
yeah.
wish he'd have missed though. So Tylan gets the shove off the boat from Admiral Lohar. She's like, and how much do you weigh? And then she like pushes him over. I
Oh yeah,
missed it the first time. I was like,
oh yeah.
who
I
did she
forgot
throw?
about that part. That's
Mm-hmm.
hilarious.
I
She's like,
know.
that's crazy. It's like,
Uh-huh. Eh, like, but I feel like for a character like him, though, we need to see a body or something, or it's going to be
I
talked about,
agree.
hopefully. And then his brother, the poor Lannisters, they're having a banner day. Because, like, and I
I don't know why
completely
it's
missed
making me
that
laugh.
because the name, like, his name is very normal, and I thought that's got to be the dad of him. No, that's his brother. I really liked how Damon was like, we've got more lions to hunt.
Yeah.
Oh, Damon. He is
Yes.
chaotically good.
I know.
Oh,
Oh.
um, but speaking of beautiful things, one of like the final things that we see in this episode is how the ship split in two
Yeah.
with the music and the lighting. It was like so beautiful and pretty, but just so much destruction, which is that like feels kind of like bad that I found it pretty. So I saw online that the crew used 3,000 liters of blood just for like all of the boat sequences. 3,000 liters! That's a lot.
Well, it's interesting that you brought up the end scene and how beautiful it was because I saw it too. And I think that, of course, we all saw it, but I think it was a good moment because I think everybody was, how I was saying how I was
Hmm.
reacting to Jace, his death. We see the cinematography and what the aftermath of
Hmm.
everything, and we're seeing that. And it's like we can't help but pay attention, even though it does look beautiful with the sun and everything else. So much thought went into that. Like, what are we going to show after this? And it was incredible. And I did notice it too, because like I said, my mouth was hanging and I was just staring at it. Like I could not grasp what had just happened. It was definitely a shock.
they,
Um,
they, the people who did the filmography were probably like the people are going to be in shock and we need them to look at something pretty to calm them down.
Yeah, exactly. I just want to say, and I think you covered it all beautifully, but I felt like the battle at the Gullet, it was chaotic and it was very brutal. Uh, just watching it, it reminded me of Vikings. Have you seen Vikings or?
No, but I want to watch it.
Okay,
They're
Vikings,
brutal though.
Vikings Valhalla, and The Last Kingdom. I really love I love them all. I really love The Last Kingdom too, though. But another reason you'll appreciate them is there's strong Viking women in each of those, and I even though it's the men and they do all this stuff, and sometimes the women are kicked by the wayside,
Mm-hmm.
but it was good to watch the strong Viking women. That's what Lohar reminded me of. Exactly. I said it in my brain when I saw her. I'm like, oh my God, she's so Viking-esque.
She's
So,
badass.
yeah, she was, even though I didn't want her to
Mm-mm.
do everything that she did, but yeah, she was pretty badass too.
And the actress is called Abigail Thorne,
Uh,
and they did an incredible job, I thought. Like, I want more.
yeah,
like
yeah.
like I hope to see them in other things.
Yeah, exactly. And another intense moment was passing through that narrow waterway that they did. And I thought it was just going to be Corlys going through. I thought, okay, he knows how to get through this, but they're not going to know how to get through it. I'm like, damn, they got through it too. How did they do that? And then then they just sped up and were able to, like, hit.
Why didn't they move? I don't understand why. Like, I recognize that they couldn't outpace the boat's called the Bitch Fist. I recognize that they couldn't outpace.
I thought they were
boat.
calling that to Lohar. I'm like, are they just calling her that?
it has two meanings, that one.
Yeah.
But like, I feel like you still could have. I don't know. But then at least they won't, like, if you stop, then they won't be able to catch you unaware. I don't know. I'm not a pirate, or I don't even like the ocean that much. It's too big.
I don't know, but the battle isn't just physical. It is a chain reaction of the strategic choices that everybody was making, and it's just too fast to control once it's set in motion. And I think that's what was happening too, because everybody's just reacting, or their action is in the moment, and you don't really have time to think everything through.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought that the leadership decisions show how one choice creates unpredictable fallout. It was a great battle scene. Okay, so I want to talk about Rhaenyra and Jace, and of course we are going to talk about his death.
Mm-hmm.
What did you think of the dragons, the battle, and his death scene? What did you think?
It's funny because I was very nervous for everybody because they're very untested. The dragons really haven't been to war. They've never done anything like this. Neither has like Rhaenyra, but I just think even if she's not always like completely calm or anything, I feel like she might be better in a situation like that. So I immediately got scared about them having to go out, and I knew something bad was going to happen. I did not expect it at all. And I thought, oh, they're just going to like drag him up. You know what I mean? Like, they're not going to like kill him.
Yeah.
But then two more arrows came, and obviously, and it, like, I think he and I had the same, I think we had the same reaction, like when they did that, because he looked like almost like how dare you? Because why would I would never expect that.
I know.
And it broke my heart because
it did mine too.
I'm sure, because like they say that Targaryen, or I think Targaryens and the dragons, or whoever has the dragon, when you're a dragon rider, you have like a connection with your dragon. So I'm sure the feeling of both of them is going back and forth, their connection, and like, oh, it's just so sad. And I hated having to watch Vermax drown, and like, and Rhaena and Bela couldn't help at all because they could have gotten caught, and it's just sad and really frustrating and avoidable, very avoidable, I think, because I think this is all coming from me on my couch, calm and not involved in war. But the second like he had gotten hooked the first time, they needed to like retreat a little bit and not help, but like have a plan because they just went in there like guns ablaze.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I
And then
agree.
the other moment, as soon as like this random like they eventually will figure out that they're on the same side, but like I wouldn't even attack that dragon because like it's bigger than me. But once again, I have the
Right.
but it was just bonkers.
I I thought when he came out and got on that piece of wood, I thought, okay,
Yeah, we can
that's
breathe.
it. Yeah, we can breathe. And then it shot him once. I'm like, oh, wait, he could still make it. He could still make it. And then when he turned around and they shot him two more times, and then when his head went limp, oh my
I
God.
know.
Oh my God. It was heartbreaking. Vermax dying was horrible, but I couldn't help but think of one, because how young he was, how much he wanted to protect the queen, his mother, what his mother is going to react when
Oh,
she
she's
finds
gonna lose
out
it.
another son. When he says to Bela as they are getting ready to head out, he's like, "This is what we were born to do," or something to that effect. And he kind of smiles at her like, "Hey, we're going to do this."
He seemed too excited.
Yeah. I was just a little too excited because I'm
Hmm.
like, oh, when you get that, it just makes me worried. So, so there they go on their way thinking that, that they're going to conquer
Hmm.
them. But it's war and death is going to happen. And I'm sure it probably went through their heads that this could happen. And they thought, oh, we have the dragons, we have the upper hand. But I mean, look what happens. Just because you have a dragon doesn't mean, I mean, yes, it's great, but it doesn't always mean you're going to win because we've
Mm-mm.
seen it happen before.
And
Dragons
I
die.
think,
No, go
and I
ahead.
think so. In season one, Viserys is talking to Rhaenyra in front of the dragon skull, Balerion the Dread,
Uh huh.
and he's talking to her about why. He's like, why are the what? Because people say that the Targaryens are the dragon or something, and he's like, why do people say that? And he ends up leading her to say like, we don't control the dragons, like they are still like wild. We just have like a connection with them, and I
Mm-hmm.
think that's why I think if Rhaenyra had gone into battle, things would have been a little bit better because she knows that the dragons, and you still can't control a dragon or anything, but I think she would have not thought that they were invincible,
Yeah.
because she
Yeah.
realizes that they can die, they are human, and
Yeah.
like, and Jace and Bela and Rhaena, they're so young.
Mm-hmm.
They're like,
Mm-hmm.
what, 16 or 17 or something at this point? And like, they're, you know how kids are. Can you,
Yeah.
like I know how they are with cars. I can't imagine if they had dragons, but,
I know.
and it just breaks
I
my heart
know.
because they have the best intentions of killing a bunch of people, but the best
Yeah.
intentions.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I just, oh, I just, they could have been so good. But it made me, so we're going to talk about this like a little bit down the line with themes, but there was a theme that I thought of that I'm
Mm.
excited about because it
Ah.
kind of relates to what we're talking about right now.
Yeah. Okay. So as we're talking about Jace and
Hmm.
Rhaenyra, there's love, there's duty, there's consequences, and I want to talk a little bit about their dynamic. But I do want to say Rhaenyra is ready to step into battle, and Jace shuts her down completely. Was that right? Was Jace right? Was Rhaenyra right? What did you think in that moment?
So I don't think that he's right, and I don't really think she's right either. But I think if Rhaenyra were king, I don't think he would even attempted to do that. Like if that were his dad, I think there
Hmm.
would be an entire, like the dynamic would be very different.
Yeah.
But I do think that Rhaenyra was also a little too excited about the
Hmm.
plan. And
Hmm.
I think even though it's not that I don't trust Alicent, because we see on her end she's trying to do everything she can to make sure that their plan can work. But there are so many unknowns, like Aegon not being there. That's a whole thing. Ugh.
Yeah.
And like it just makes me so like I understand he's trying to protect her. I can see where he is coming from. He's just trying to protect her, but he's being a little like too like stubborn about it, I think, because I think he forgets it's his mom. Like his mom and his queen. It makes me sad because he ends up, he dies. So then it's like really extra sad because I really wish he'd let his mom go.
I originally thought I have a bad feeling. Like
Hmm.
this is not right. This is not going to go down right. I just that was my gut reaction. Even though I was still shocked that it didn't go out like expected.
I'd forgotten about that.
Um but also I agree with you. She was too eager. I thought that to myself. She was just like, "Oh, Alicent
We're
said
gonna win
this."
now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. It was just too uppity, and I could see where he was like, "Wait a minute, mom. They killed my brother. Now they're
Hmm.
going to try and kill you, and I need to save you." So I get his intention. I just don't know that that was the right thing, and it also makes me wonder if Rhaenyra had gone, that doesn't mean the same outcome would have happened, because this was him and his experience. And you're right, like maybe she would have retreated, maybe she would have known, hey, we're not invincible here, I need to do it this way or come in this way or wait or whatever it might be.
Mm.
She would have had a different approach to it once she was there. So I can't say that anybody in Jace's situation would have died. It just so happened that he died in the circumstance. I also think that Jace has been questioning her last season, which kind of rolls into this season, because he is upset with her that she is taking anyone that can ride the dragons, because he feels it jeopardizes his legitimacy to who
Hmm.
he is, because he knows who his father was not who they think he is. His hair is different and everything else. He goes, "Mother, I'm not stupid," you know. So is this going to jeopardize, me being an heir? Because they're going to think, well, not if anybody can ride, that doesn't mean that you are the lineage of. But it's still her son, so yes, it is.
That's like insulting to her. Like, am
Yeah,
I not enough? You
yeah,
know what I mean? Like, I'm
yeah,
the Targaryen. That's all you need. Which I
yeah.
think that's what she says to him.
Right. And I feel like the core tension here is not the disagreement, but competing choices about protection and agency. And I think he's choosing control and she's choosing action. So they're kind of coming at it from two different angles, but I think they both really have good intentions. And I think that Jace is a good son. Like that, I think that's part of why I was so upset when he died, because I feel like he was rising to the challenge. I
Hmm.
feel like he had a good head on his shoulders. He made good decisions. What I don't want to get lost in this tragedy of his death is what he accomplished, because we
Hmm.
see the winter wolves arriving, and
Oh.
that's a reminder that Jace, yes, he's a dragon rider. Yes, he's Rhaenyra's son,
Hmm.
but he also helped build those alliances and secure support for Team Black. So his impact on the war may continue long after he's gone. So he has done a lot. And
Hmm.
I mean, we can be so proud of him, and hopefully she can be proud of him for that. But man, I know she's going to mourn him a
She's
lot.
gonna hurt some people.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah, I think he would have been like an amazing ruler because he seemed, like you said, like all the things you said, he had a really good head on his shoulder. And with, I think, because he would have ended up been with Bela, and I think she also has a really good head on her shoulder, so they would have been
Yeah.
a really nice pair. So it's a shame.
I know, for her too, right? She's like,
Hmm.
damn, he's getting
Yeah,
killed.
like I saw like a video earlier, and it was so Rhaenyra and Cyrax both have lost their like a kid, because Vermax is the son of Rhaenyra's dragon, so they both like have lost their
Uh,
kids. And then Moondancer and Vermax were also together or whatever, and then those two would have been together. But I did see a cute thing, and it said that he was reunited with his dad on Father's Day though. And I was like,
oh.
oh,
Yeah.
like crying
Yeah.
for multiple reasons.
All right. Talking about dragons, we have to talk about Rhaena and Sheepstealer, this rogue dragon. So, what do you think about both of them?
I feel bad for both of them, if I'm
Yeah.
honest with you.
Yeah.
So Reyna basically had to die for Sheepstealer to accept her. And I love that it was like feeding her like you know how like some cats will bring their owners
Oh yeah.
like little
Mice.
like yeah, because they're like, this guy never hunts, he's going to die soon. And I just feel bad because like her whole life she's been eager to prove to her dad and to herself and to everyone else that she's a Targaryen, that she just claimed a wild like a wild animal, and it's a
Yeah.
dragon, so it's
Yeah.
huge. And that poor dragon is just really wonky looking. Like he has like not like a lot of his like top thing. He has like an over or an underbite, I guess, and he's brown and kind of like gray. And but that's probably really good for where he is because he probably like blends in with the mud and the stuff of the Vale.
Blends in with the mud. He probably does.
But I was thinking, episode is called Fire and Blood, Salt and Sea, and in season 2, Corlys talks to Bela about being his heir, and she says, "No, you have to find a person who is of salt and sea." And I'm like, "But what if that's Rhaena? And it's just because she's a girl, like he's not gonna." I mean, there's a lot of things that have happened for him not to like ask her, but I feel like it was always just like he went after the boys because that's what they do. But I feel like she could, if it's not completely destroyed, could be his heir. I wonder how long like she's been out there though,
Why no?
because like she escaped right out of the Vale, which that was kind of wonky how she just like walked off the hill and no one like stopped her.
Hmm.
But
Yeah.
anyway.
I'd wondered, like, yeah, her surviving out there, and
Mhm.
that's why she ate so quickly when he shared the food with her. But when she was climbing up on top of him, I was looking at all his spikes. I'm thinking, damn, you could like fall off of that and just like really rip yourself apart, you know. And she
Mhm.
was riding it without any kind of gear on top of it, also. And I thought,
Mhm.
damn, she's going to fall off. And she didn't.
I don't know how she
So
didn't.
I first was excited for her until I saw that she couldn't control it, because I thought that maybe it would. It's like a horse, right? One of those
Mhm.
wild horses that's trying to buck you off in a way. Like I think that's what it was trying to do. And she's like, I'm hanging on. Um, but it was just really a forced choice into chaos. And she claims
Mhm.
power before she can even control it. And it was hard because she kept saying, that's not the enemy, and that's my sister, and don't do
Mhm.
that. And she's all, no, 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 no. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And who's to say that anybody can even understand what she's saying? And they're probably thinking, what the heck are you doing? You know?
I know.
Um, but it was just totally chaotic. I did not expect it. And I think that that also contributed heavily to the others on the dragon, and maybe to Jace's demise, really, because they're both trying to get away from Sheepstealer too. So I don't know how much that really played a part into it, because
Oh,
we
I
see
think a
them.
huge part.
Yeah.
Like I think if she just goes back to Dragonstone and like stays there, I don't think Jace dies. Because I think it was in like the chaos and all of that. Yeah, 1000%.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that makes me sad.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, yeah, so I feel like it's the cost of this premature decision. But also, when she got on him, did he automatically go there, or was she riding him there? Like, who knows? Who's to say? Maybe she had nothing to do with it. Maybe she was just on
Yeah.
this ride
But
and
how does he
she,
know where to go for Dragonstone? I bet you she was
yeah,
kind of like
I
using his
don't
little scales
know.
like a ratatouille, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. So it's hard to say. I don't know. We'll find out more, I'm sure,
I hope
as the
so.
next episode comes. All right. We need to talk about Alicent and Aemond. I'm like, yikes. Oh my
Mm.
gosh. Do you want to talk about, what do you want to talk about first? Do you want to talk about that kiss, or do you want to talk about,
Oh,
just tell me whatever you want to talk about here.
all right. I thought like so I was very curious where we were gonna pick up with her, and it's as soon as she's like just getting back to King's Landing, and I thought it was interesting. Alicent was she was shocked when she was told that she had to go to like the throne room. Like we were both shocked because I don't know, like the Aemon almost kills Corwin because he thinks he like
Oh,
I
oh, yeah. Oh my
like
gosh.
he went nutso for a second. Thank God for whoever like stopped him.
Yeah.
But you could see her like trying to like think of like a lie. You know, she looked like, oh
Oh, I
shit.
know. Where
That's what
have
I
you
said
been,
too.
mother? No one has seen
Yeah.
you around for a while. She's
Yeah,
like,
and she's like, well,
shit.
you like kicked me out, dude.
Yeah,
But he's very suspicious of her. He has been. I don't know. Oh, I don't want to talk about the kiss, but he's very suspicious of her.
I could talk about it.
And I don't. I'm afraid he's not going to listen to her. Like I'm afraid it's going to like hang back or something, and
I
that's where
know.
like things gonna are going to go wrong. And I did not see that kiss happening. Gross. But I saw a thing and it was like a Targaryen's just gonna, Targaryen. So it's a loaded kiss.
What I want to say about this moment between them, I think it shocked the shit out of her. I I think she felt like, "Oh shit, I got to go along with this because my son is crazy. He's going
Hmm.
to kill me or kill
Hmm.
somebody else and I need to just go along with this." But I feel like I wasn't sure exactly what he was feeling, but I know it appears that he's in power, he's in control, but beneath it, I think that confidence is deeply damaged person shaped by his childhood because he had rejection and isolation and he was bullied as a boy and not having a dragon and one eye. And so, just everything that has happened to him, I think he has to prove himself and he really doesn't know how to act. And maybe he was thinking, oh, since I'm in power now, this is what I need to do.
Hmm.
Um, maybe I don't know. It feels odd and weird, but like he's had a weird childhood. So who's to say? I mean, he's been living or going visiting the brothels. So how since when did that start? How young was he when that started happening? So
Yeah.
I think that there's just a lot
Too
there.
young.
Yeah, and also with Alicent, I mean, she was groomed by her father, to
Hmm.
marry, to get
Get
married. Huh?
a 50-year-old man.
Yeah. Um, so she was told just to do what she needed to do too. So I think they are both just not sure how to react to each other. And even though you can clearly see she's affected by it, because as soon as he walks away, that tear comes down her face, which I
Hmm.
thought was the perfect reaction. I read a little bit about that kiss, and they had done it several times trying to figure out how they were going to portray this, and it came up with that one. And they did talk about Aemond's point of view of being really damaged as a child, and that he just doesn't know really how to act, and he's very insecure. So
Hmm.
I think that was what was behind all of that. So I thought, wow, that was a lot to say with what we just saw, because we think, oh, it's a kiss, that's weird, but no, there's both of them have trauma in their
Hmm.
in their childhood. Most people probably do in that time, but still it affects people all the time. So I thought that was just kind of crazy to watch. And I kept thinking Alicent is going to get found out because at some point he's going to know that she lied to him.
Hmm. Well, she told the uncle to stay where he was, so Aemon's gonna go by himself, right? Because he's going to Harrenhal,
Yes,
and
where she
the
wants him to go. Yeah.
right, and the note told Ormond, that little man, he's such a priss. Like that poor dude rode for who knows how long to you, and the first you're gonna like, come on, you're gonna be in war soon, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
um, she told them to stay there, I think, and then like in 3 days, then leave. So I think
Yeah.
that timeline's messed up because I think he's gonna be there by himself.
Yeah.
So I
Probably.
think she
Yeah.
also knows that she is sending him off to die,
Yeah. And of
which
course,
also could be the tear
and then
a little
also
bit.
no, I think it was, well, it could be, but I think it's just like this. That's
With
true. It's like everything
a little
together.
bit of
You're
all of
right.
it,
You're
yeah.
right. Yeah. But I thought that too. I'm like, she's gonna get found out. She's gonna get found out. He's gonna say,
Hmm.
"Ooh, I got this note from you," and he's gonna say, "I didn't send that note," and all of that's gonna just blow up in everybody's faces. So, Alicent, what's going to happen? Oh
Hmm.
gosh. Okay, themes here. So I felt a big theme that I saw in this episode was choices and the
Hmm.
cost of those choices. But I'm curious, did you see that also, or did you see any other themes?
A couple of themes. So one that I thought was really interesting, it was like the idea of honor. So Gwaine and Kristen are talking in the tent, and Gwaine has just come in from like experiencing a woman like escaping like from another guy, and
Yeah.
he goes like over to him and he says, "Hey, Lord Commander, can you go do your job?" Kristen's like, "No." Um, and he's upset because like he doesn't want to do anything. So Kristen tells him like we all become beasts in the end, and Gwaine says only if we abandon our principles. And that's like a slap to the face to him because he wears the white cloak, and it's like Gwaine is Sir Kristen like 20 years ago, whenever like before the Rhaenyra stuff and all of that. Um, and I just thought it was like I don't like Sir Kristen, so I like when he gets like slapped in the face.
I don't I'm so glad you said that because okay, in the first couple episodes of the very first season, we liked him, right?
Loved
Because
him.
yeah. But then when you went, stomping your feet like a little baby,
Yeah,
after Rhaenyra's like, "Okay, we're done," or whatever it is, it's like,
just be my side
"Really?"
piece. Yeah,
Yeah, he just like, oh
lost
my
it.
god, he lost it so bad, and it's like ever since then he's just been like digging in, and just his mindset of her and how he talks about her and all of that. I'm like, "Oh my god." And just every decision he makes, everything that he does, how he made Eric and Arik, how he, made him go to his death basically.
Hmm.
That was just that's a powerful scene that still sticks with me
Oh,
from season 2, which
try
I
being a
just
twin.
rewatched. Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah. So, that was just heartbreaking to watch, but he sent him just like telling him to like prove himself, but he knew what he wanted. It's just like he
mm,
just wants her dead and doesn't really care about anybody else. Oh, and he was feeling guilty because the kid
yeah. Oh,
was
lost his
killed.
dome.
Yeah.
Yep,
And on his watch,
yep.
because he was with Alicent when he shouldn't have been.
Your
So it's always his choices. See, there we go with choices again.
choices.
Yeah. But anyway, yes, so I agree with you about Sir Christian. So anytime someone gets a slap, gets to slap him, figuratively or not,
Mm.
I agree with you. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, you're fine. What I really liked about this episode was the magic. It was so unexpected. So the lake where they are is the God's Eye, and the island is called the Isle of Faces, and it's where Ulf, Hugh, and Adam are waiting for Vagar. But this place in Westeros is like the last place for like the weirwood trees, which have like the ancient magic, and it's all that like wooey stuff. Enjoyed that like the antlered guy is called a Green Man, which is like a guardian of the woods. And all of this is related to Alice Rivers, who is like I'm how the heck did she get there? Did the owl like take her? I think she maybe is the owl, but I just thought that that was really cool, like to bring that back, because I think Game of Thrones had it a little bit and then they kind of lost it, and that was like a really good part because it's bigger in the books, and
Yeah.
I'm a bigger fan of the books. So,
Uh,
um, and then another theme was honor and sacrifice. I was thinking about the Winter Wolves a little bit, and
mm,
they practice the old tradition of whenever times are tough in winter, you go out in the woods and you take a long walk. And they're happy to probably like I think they probably would have probably picked this anyway, even if they could stay home. They probably like, yeah, I'm gonna die soon anyway. I might as well go out because they were like all excited. Like I've never seen people that excited about being covered in like blood and stuff. Did you like the Winter Wolves?
I did. I did. Or
Oh, the main like the guy who held up the head
yeah.
is
Yeah.
Osher. Yep.
Yes. Yes, I agree. I don't even know.
Tommy Flanagan,
Yes.
who's from
Yes.
but like I'm so excited for him. I hope we get to see him like a lot. Another thing that kind of goes well, another theme was like inheritance. How like all of the kids have inherited this a conflict from their parents. Like they really don't need to be hating on like they like were cool with their cousins at one point. It's the parents
Yeah.
that have the issue, and it's just like it's sad, which could also lead into the theme of holding grudges. Everybody is holding a grudge.
Yeah.
Like, so focused on revenge and trying to settle an old score that she loses the sight of the bigger thing, and then she ends up like being killed. And Aemon is driven by like his old wounds, and we talked about this like a little bit earlier. Like, but a ton of what he does is very connected to his to like his years as a kid, where he resents everybody. He's
Right.
humiliated. He's
Yeah.
so angry, and that's what Alicent points out a ton is how angry he is.
Yeah.
And this entire war is fueled by grudges, and they're not even fighting over like everyone's going to like be dead by the end of this, so there's not even going to be a succession left. Then if we think about like for Jace and Rhaenyra, they're both trying to do the right thing and move forward, but they're constantly being pulled back by like past mistakes and like old conflicts, because he doesn't trust his mom because of like A, B, or C. So then he doubts her, and then he wants to like step in when if he would just allow his mom to do her thing, things might have been okay. But we talked about that like a lot earlier. But
Yeah. But then it's hard too, right? Because
hmm
maybe she would have been, maybe she wouldn't have been okay. Maybe she would have
yeah,
been
who
killed.
knows?
Maybe he did prevent her from being killed. We can only assume. We only have what we know. And so it's hard to say. Oh God, those are all, it's funny because I agree with all of those. And it's funny how you see the different themes in that, right? Because
Hmm.
I was seeing so much as choices people make with their consequences. So Jace chooses to lock Rhaenyra up and pays with his life. And Rhaenyra chooses to trust and gets locked up because of it and then loses her son. And
Hmm.
Alicent chooses diplomacy and manipulation. And Aegon and Loras choose
Oh,
survival over power to escape the capital, which we didn't talk about them. We could talk
mm-mm.
about them a little bit more in a minute. Because Aegon is technically still the king, but he's powerless and on the run. And Loras is the one who's guiding their survival right now. And the one thing that stood out to me is that winter wolves may be the only group that fully understand the cost of choice that they're
Hmm.
making, because literally they arrive and say they've come to die for the dragon queen. So they're like, we know we're going to die. We're okay. We fought hard. We're, older, and this is what we do. And so they're the only ones that know what their choice can mean, where everyone else is just making them.
That's
Um,
like you brought up the Vikings earlier with Lohar. That's a
yeah.
very much like a Viking thing, like off to Valhalla.
Yeah. Yes. Because yeah, if they die,
Hmm.
that's what, you need to watch any of those shows. Just
Okay.
start. They're so good.
Is there like an order that I should watch it in?
No, I mean, I watch it. You do have to watch Vikings and then Vikings Valhalla. Vikings is much better than Vikings Valhalla. I watched Vikings
Okay.
Valhalla because once I was done with Vikings, I needed more. So I watched Vikings Valhalla, which was good. It was still really good. I would still recommend it, but I liked Vikings more. Then I'm like, I need more. I need more. So then we watched The Last Kingdom, and I really liked The Last
Okay.
Kingdom. I thought it was really good.
Adding
So,
it to
but
my
I did
list.
not like, the only thing I did not care for was the Last Kingdom movie. They did a movie after the series ended, and I
Hmm.
watched it and it didn't live up to the series. I'm like, damn.
No.
But it was just a movie. It was just
Yeah.
a 2-hour movie, but I'm like, no, the series is so much better.
Awesome.
So,
I
but
will add
all of
that
them
to
are
my
good.
list.
All of them are good. So it's a great watch. All right. We are at our rapid fire. So, Sam, I'm going to ask you a question and you're going to give me your gut reaction. Okay. All right.
Gotcha.
First one. Who was the MVP of the episode?
Ooh, I think I have two. So Alan of Hull, because he took down I was gonna call her bitch fist. He took down Lohar, but then I also really liked how Bela and Moondancer they stepped in to help, and I thought that was really like good too.
Yeah.
What
Um,
about you?
I'm going to agree with you. It's Alyn of
Hmm.
Hull because, yeah, we hadn't seen him before, and I feel like he really
He's
stepped up.
impressive.
Yeah. So it was a great, I think that he did something good, what we needed him to do. And so I really appreciated that. All right. Which moment shocked you the most?
I feel like this is not going to be a shocker, but how Jace was just killed, like right there. I was like, hasn't that boy been through enough?
For me, it is his death also. I mean, how could we
Yeah.
not be shocked? We were shocked. I was shocked. I thought one is episode one, and Rhaenyra is losing another son.
Hmm.
And it's just another blow to a good person. I feel like he was a really good person, and to lose him was heartbreaking. Who made the worst decision?
Hmm. I have two. So it's either gonna be a Jace for trapping his mother, sort of. I go back and forth on that
I
one,
know, I know.
or Aegon for leaving his fate in Larys's hands.
Ah,
Like
that's a good one.
I just like I trust like people. I don't even know who I would like. He's very slimy and
He's quick though,
he's so quick, but
because
that's also
otherwise they would.
bad.
But that saved them
Oh
for the
yeah,
moment. That
yeah,
saved
yeah.
them. So
Aegon's a dum dum though.
sometimes it's good to
Yeah.
think that quickly, and just because he's like looking at him, he's all, wait, you're divulging I'm the king. Stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it. And he's like, he's all, wait, we're gonna die anyways, and I'm just gonna. And he said it so like he knew what he was talking about. I was a little bit impressed by
Yeah.
his quickness there.
I
All
think
right.
that was the plan, maybe, was to have
Yeah.
them be taken to Rhaenyra. That's just my guess
Yeah.
because I
But then
don't.
what's going to happen? She's going to kill him anyway. So what,
But
know?
I know, but they don't. But they don't know that, and maybe he could
Oh,
marry. They could get married, and those three could be like they were. What the Targaryens have had three people
mm,
before. I don't
yeah.
know.
Oh, we'll see.
I just
Maybe.
want to. I just
I
don't want
shouldn't.
anyone else to die. And I
I
feel like
know.
Aegon, he's not a good person by any means, but I also don't think he's not a bad person. He's like dumb, but if you give him good hands, I feel like he could be a good person. Like if like a person to like steer him,
Mm,
maybe, because he's very
mm,
humbled now. He's broken. It's either
yeah.
this or he dies. You know what I mean?
I'm like,
Eh.
I'm
Well
not
then,
sure. I'm not
I
sure.
know.
I'm not
I just
sure.
want
The
everyone to live. That's all.
jury's out on that for me.
Oh yeah.
I will say that, I mean, he's not the most evil. I don't know that he's
Mm-mm.
not a bad person. He's done some bad things.
Oh yeah.
I would
Hmm.
say he's done super bad things. Now, is he super evil? No, but he's not done some good things. So,
Mm-mm.
all right. For me, who made the worst decision? Of course, Jace. I think, in a way, but it was for a good reason. So I don't really know. And then I'm thinking Rhaena, because did she go to the, was Sheepstealer there? Because I was like, or maybe it was Sheepstealer. He made the
No, I
worst
think it was her.
decision.
She kind of like steers
Yeah,
him, I
yeah.
think.
So yeah, okay. Which dragon would you least want to face in a battle?
Sheepstealer, just because it's chaotic. And I feel like the other ones could be controlled by like the riders better.
Well, I would say Vagar, because she is so big, and I don't know, I'd be scared. But then being unpredictable could be scarier.
Hmm.
So you just don't know. But I also feel like Sheepstealer can be trained. Vagar's big, and Vagar's done some stuff, done some damage. So I would not want to go face her in a battle.
Yeah.
All right. Is Corlys alive?
Yes, I think. I hope.
I say yes. Why would we
Hmm.
not have seen his death? No, he's alive. If I would be super shocked if he wasn't. He's alive. Okay, one prediction for episode 2.
Ooh, I want to know if we'll figure out what's happening with Otto. Because like, who took him? Where is he? He's just like in like a crate while all this is happening.
I want to see, it's not a prediction, it's what I want. I want to see Winter Wolves more, and I want to see Daemon more,
Hmm.
because we didn't get Daemon so much in this one, and I want to see his next move, because I think it's going to be a good one.
Same.
All right. All right. We're circling back to our question of the day. And that is, would you rather be the ruler making the decisions, or the heir expected to carry them out?
I think I'd rather be the ruler who's making the decisions because I feel like, and I'm putting myself in this. I know I would like I would listen to people, so that way I'm gonna make the best informed decision. And I feel like if I'm the heir having to carry it out, I might not always agree with it. and I don't want to disagree with my parent.
I think this is hard because you think you'd want to be able to make the decisions, but I also know that comes with a big weight of responsibility because you are responsible for others. You're
Mm-hmm.
responsible for their death, for their life, for so much, for making decisions that impact so many people. And I don't know if I could take that weight. Now, being the heir to carry it out is really, really hard too, because you're right. You are not always one who can agree with what someone else says, like Jace was. But for me, I think I'd want to be the heir. I just feel like I can carry things through more easily, and you still have responsibility and you still have to do it, and you're still going to end up being a ruler at some point. Any you assume at some point, unless your demise is before the ruler is, but I'll get there, right? So I,
Yeah.
I will for now take the heir. So see how we have two different answers and and
Mm-hmm.
and two different stances on the same question. So friends out there, what do you think? Would you rather be the ruler making the decisions or the heir expected to carry them out? Let us know. You can comment wherever you're watching us, listening to us. You can go to our social media. Let us know there. You can even call us. It is 669 223 8542, and you can leave us a message there. You can go to screensandfocus.com. All of our social media is at the top. Click on the link, follow us, and let us know what you think because we would love to know. All right, that is a wrap up of the season premiere of House of the Dragon season 3. I cannot wait for the next episode. Please come back. We're going to be breaking down this weekly, but don't leave us yet. We still have TV and movie recommendations. Sam, let us know what you are watching.
So I've been watching America's Sweethearts, Dallas Cowboys Cheerleaders. My third time watching it. I'm hooked, which is insane because I've never cared about cheerleading or football, if I'm honest with you. And I love it. The women are just amazing. They're athletes, man, and you should just watch it. And then on Prime, I've been watching Young Sherlock, and I've only watched one episode, but it was really fun, and I've liked the characters so far. So it's like young adventures of Sherlock Holmes. He's like in college or something. Like he's like that age.
Okay.
And then for movies, the Poppers, which is on Disney Plus. Have you heard of this?
I have heard of it, but I don't know anything about it.
Oh my God, it's so good. It's so cute. So there's this teenage girl and she's like a climate activist, and she stumbles upon this technology where you get put into like an animal and adventures happen. And it's really cute, and like the voices are insane. Like the actors that are in this movie are fun. It's really funny. Um
That sounds kind of cute.
yeah, and like whenever like a person gets put into like a thing, and it's like there's a different view from the human to the animal. So it's like the human, it looked like all the animals look the same. But to like the animals, they have like quirks, like hair.
Ah,
Like
yeah.
one of the humans gets put in there, and then he has a coif. Like it's real cute, and like so just like things like that. And then a documentary on Netflix called Maternal Instinct. And this one
Oh,
is, yeah, do you know what it is? Yeah.
I haven't seen it, but I knew I could count on you to watch this. I'm like, I bet you Sam's watching this.
Oh, like as I'm eating my breakfast, like getting ready for work.
That's so funny.
um, yeah, it's bonkers, but I highly recommend it. It's really good.
That's
I have thoughts
awesome.
on I have
I
thoughts on
love it.
Wade.
Uh, all right. Good to hear. All right.
Hmm.
I'm watching a lot. I'm just going to run through this. So, for TV shows, I'm watching I Will Find You. This is out on
Ooh.
Netflix. It's a Harlan Coben novel and it's starring Sam Worthington. And I am midway through and I'm liking it. Like, I want to know what's going to happen. So, it is good. I just started Cape Fear out on Apple TV Plus, and I had seen the movie 1991, Martin Scorsese, Robert De Niro, Juliette Lewis. And I
Hmm.
remember being freaked out because Robert De Niro was so convincing as this crazy menacing man that I did not like the movie because he was so realistic. I'm like, I don't like this. So I was hesitant to watch the show.
Mhm.
But my son's girlfriend's all, hey, you need to watch this. And so she made me watch it. So I've watched a couple episodes and I'm like, okay, I think I'm going to keep watching this. It's good. It's good.
Is it like as scary as you remember?
Um, well, it's a little more story, like a little more drawn out. So it's a little
Okay.
bit, because
Mhm.
I only saw a 2-hour movie. So
Mhm.
it is scary, but it's not quite the intensity that Robert De Niro brings. You really need to watch the movie and then
Mm.
watch the show or
Okay.
be able to watch both of them because I think they're really important to watch. Um, I also finished Widow's Bay on Apple TV Plus.
Ooh.
Did you watch this, Sam?
No,
No,
I want to. I've
it's
watched one episode.
good.
It's
Okay,
good.
it is good. What I love is that there are some episodes that feel um like a background story or a piece to add into a story, and I love TV shows that do that, right? That
Mhm.
just you find out a piece of history and it inserts into the whole place of this place that they're at. So it's just really good. I really enjoyed this more than I thought. I didn't think much of it, and I thought it was really solid, really good. One of the better TV series out there. I watch a lot of reality. I watch some survival movies, and I watch Outlast. I watch it in Alaska, and this one's in the jungle. It's out on Netflix. It's people like put into situations. It's like you got to find a group. There's only like 3 areas that you can be in, and you go pick which one's most important. You got to survive, and sometimes you don't have food or fire. Sometimes you don't have shelter, and you got to figure out how to do it. And some people can't take it, and they shoot their flare gun and they get out. And the whole thing is that 2 people have to end up at the finish line. It has to be 2 people, can't be 1. It has to be at least 2. And so you have to be that, and you win $1 million. But it's hard. It sounds like, oh, this can't be that hard. No, it's hard. There's a lot of stuff that happens. There's elements. There's people. People can steal stuff from you. People can intimidate you. People can steal your whatever it is. So
Mhm.
it's a cutthroat, and you really find out what you're capable of. So it's something I enjoy watching. Um, I'm continuing to watch Dutton Ranch on Paramount Plus and From on MGM Plus, both super good. So those are my TV recommendations. My movie recommendations, I went and saw Disclosure Day, Steven Spielberg. It brought back wonder for me, like like when you see E.T. or Jurassic Park, that wonder feeling, like things are amazing. And so this gives you that feeling, and has a lot of shifts in it I wasn't expecting. Emily Blunt is amazing. Like I heard that, but I didn't know what that meant until I
Mhm.
watched it. She is phenomenal in the way that she portrays her character. She's so good. Everybody's so good. Coleman Domingo is in this, and it's really good. Um, and I just want to briefly say Office Romance with Jennifer Lopez is out on Netflix. It's very watchable. It's not great, but if you're just looking for something that's light, then check that out. And We Bury the Dead. Did we talk about this, me and
Mhm.
you? Okay.
Mhm.
I wasn't sure if I had brought that up, but
So good.
I really liked it with Daisy Ridley, and that's on Hulu. So those are my recommendations. You can check out Screens in Focus TikTok or YouTube for more reviews and recommendations. But I do want to thank Sam for being here today. Thank you, Sam, for being here.
Thank you for having me as always.
It's always so much fun. And
Mhm.
I'm so glad you're on this ride with me, and I can't wait for the next episode.
I don't know if we can handle any more.
I know, right? Oh, well, Dead City's coming back, so
That's right. I
well,
forgot.
yeah. So put that on your calendar. All right. Friends out there, thank you for tuning in. We hope we said something today that resonated with you, gave you a laugh, some insight, some happiness. Please subscribe to Screens of Focus and share this podcast with a friend. We would love that. Remember to keep watching, keep exploring, and keep those screens in focus. We will see you next time. Bye.